Hello everyone, my name is Reina. Welcome to my channel. I will be doing a general reading for everyone from the sign of Pisces, and this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, so take whatever does and let go of what doesn't. The cards have been already shuffled, the intention has been set, and they're pretty much ready to go. I would like to start the reading with a small prayer. So if you wish to join me, you may close your eyes if you wish to do so and repeat with me. Dear God, please give us the strength when we're weak, love when we feel forsaken, the courage when we are afraid, the wisdom when we feel foolish, comfort when we feel alone, hope when we feel rejected, guidance when we feel lost, and peace when we're in turmoil. Amen. And we shall start. I am going to open my readings. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I'm going to open my reading with an oracle card. And another oracle card. And lastly, but not least, is going to be an angel. They call it master numbers. They're called synchronicity numbers as well. These are powerful numbers because this is how the universe and the spiritual world, that's one of the ways. There's many other ways, but that's one of the ways how they send us messages. That's like one of the most common ways. And number 1212 is definitely a master number. A lot of you could be, going about your days, and out of the sudden you're compelled to look at the clock, and then you see 1212. That at that precise moment, the spiritual world is trying to communicate with you and send you a message. For additional messages, you could always Google Angel 1212 or also 1212 spiritually. What does it mean, 1212 in the spiritual meaning of 1212, basically. And this card overall invites us to focus. So if we've been a little bit, I know I personally have been a little bit off in terms of focus, but definitely we could all have days or weeks or situations where we feel like we kind of lose our focus. And this angel 1212, which is a master number, what it does, it's a message from the spiritual world that is inviting us to regain our focus. It's basically, the message goes as follow: stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. Amen. That is a beautiful, beautiful message for you, Pisces. It's definitely going to be for a lot of you out there, Pisces. Take what resonates and let go what doesn't. This card is very important because it talks about the heart, and that could be our heart chakra, heart or emotions. For a lot of you, number 24 may have some significance. You could even Google number 24 in spirit, what the meaning of number 24 in spiritually. Number J may have some significance. But this card is basically inviting you to focus on love, and a lot of you even romance and joy and bliss, and what is your heart desire. Focus on that, and focus on feeling the energy of feeling content and feeling affectionate and feeling the affection and feeling fulfillment, and enjoy the kindness around you. And the most important one of all, and that's the one that resonates with me personally, is forgiveness. So take whatever resonates with you, but this is the card that is inviting you to connect with your heart center. There may be places, there may be situations in your life that require for you to approach from a heart center. And that is something that you will know if you listen to your intuition. You Pisces, you could be highly intuitive, so you could, it's this card is basically inviting you to, to connect with your heart center and and for a lot of you, heal some emotions. For a lot of you to, you know, make your actions come from a heart center. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you. And at the same time, as we connect with our heart, it's very important to be grounded, you know, and be balanced. I mean, in order for us to be focused, we have to be in balance. We have to be in alignment. And part of being in alignment is to be grounded. The message goes as follows. You are low in energy right now because you are ungrounded. Ground yourself with earth and connect again with your body and practical reality. This brings you success. So a lot of you may have had a bit of an offness, and it's not going to apply for everyone, but where you may not be feeling, you know, unbalanced, or you may not be feeling grounded. So in order for you to be in alignment, you may need to do a little bit of work. It seems like, you know, grounding yourself. There's different ways of grounding yourself. One of them that I have not used lately, but I should. It's walking barefoot on the grass. It's actually great for grounding, or just connecting with earth, like barefoot. You know, that's a grounding experience. So being out in nature in general, you don't even have to take your shoes if that's not something that you necessarily, it's something that you're drawn to. But there are definitely different ways. I'm just meditation is another one, and just visualizing that there are cords coming from the bottom of your feet. I have done all this. I have practiced all these techniques, and they do work. You just have to. A lot of times, it takes a lot of focus. So that's why it's important to focus, being the main message that opened up the whole reading. So. That being said, let's get started. And I use the traditional tarot and the Rider Waite. And I always do this layout. I prefer this layout. It's called Celtic Cross, and it's basically it focuses on the past, present, and future. And so for those of you that are new to my channel, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain the spread, but for those who have already subscribed, I would like to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. That means a lot to me, your support, and it's really really helping me to maneuver, and it's giving me a focus, which I really need this, and I appreciate you. It really means a lot to me. That being said, this card represents your recent past. This card is going to represent your present. I'm doing this reading for the months of September. We're not there yet, so hopefully when you read it, it's going to be September. But this is going to be the energy that is going to be in your center energy. This is the energy that is going to cross you. Because it's an energy that is crossing you, you may not see it. So it's important that to bring it forward, so that through visualization, to knowing that it's coming, you have your free will. You could decide what you want to do with it. A lot of times, this energy could be very useful for you to navigate through the month, or it could be very beneficial for you to avoid it. It's depending on the card, it's going to be the meaning. Okay. And the next card is going to represent your conscious mind. Those are the things that you're very much aware of. This is what, you know, the thoughts and the situations and so on. But you're very much aware of this. This is what occupies your mind space. This card right here represents your subconscious mind, which is the opposite of your conscious mind. This is the things that we don't even think about. We don't even see it coming. It's not even something we contemplate. But this is connected with the divine. This is connected with the universe. This is connected to God or source, whatever you call it, whatever resonates with you. And this message could be very important because it will help you navigate. It will be an important message for you to, with the outcome is to, the objective is to really help you. And that's my main goal for the whole reading. This energy, this card right here represents the energy that is going to predominate, and it's going to be very influential for you during this month. This card represents your environment. Your environment could be your home, physical home, the place where you live, or it could be your temple, your physical self. It could also be your workplace, whatever you call your environment, okay? And then this card could be it represents your fears or your hopes. Representing, depending on the card, it's going to determine which one it's going to be. If it's going to be fears or if it's going to be hopes. This card is going to represent the most likely outcome, or what might be presenting, the energy that will be coming to you towards the month. I mean, that energy that it will be headed towards you, that could be beneficial for you to see it, so that you could prepare yourself in some way to better navigate. This card right here represents like the overall outcome, or a lot of cases it could be a suggestion, a recommendation from the spiritual world, like let's say like a message for you to like a suggestion, for lack of a better term. Okay, and the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Wands, and that card is not less important than the rest. I prefer, I could do either or, but I prefer to get all the cards opened up. Okay. Okay. Okay, I get it. Okay. I love it. Well, we're opening with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, it's basically telling me that in the recent past, you've been calling in your manifestation, or you have manifested something in your life that is going to ignite like a new beginning. For a lot of you, this could be a new job. For a lot of you could be a new prospect, a new opportunity that is going to bring you security, some kind of security. Basically, the seeds that you sow, a new job or pay raise, something like that. For a lot of you, because Pentacles is very much connected with your health. So it could, for a lot of you, it could be like your health, like you being manifesting this, and you could see that it's starting to improve. It's kind of like God handing you a coin. So it's like the beginning of something, okay? So let's see what it's the energy that is in your center energy. And I love that, because I look at the Page of Cups as like God really giving you that cup. I mean, that goes very much like in alignment with what I was saying, kind of like God giving you a coin, God giving you a cup of love. This could be on a form of a message that is going to arrive to you. This could be in any form imaginable, because the reality of it is we all want different things. We all pray for different things. We all want to manifest different things. But this is going to come to you as a surprise, and you are going to be. What I love about my interpretation of this card, that whatever's going to be handed to you in the cup is going to fill your heart with love. And that is if I was going to wrap the message all in one, is that. For a lot of you, it may even mean that you will have a visitor. Someone will visit you, and that will make you very happy. Or you will find a new creative endeavor, something, or learn a new skill. A lot of you could be something that overall is going to make you, it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. And that's the energy that is going to be at your center, which I love. Then energy that it could cross you, and it's something to be mindful of. It's, for a lot of you, it's going to be an energy of a person, because I do see pages as a person, and that's just my interpretation, how I learned. But a lot of times the pages are a message, but in reality, it's for me, it's both, really. It's kind of like a warning, and it's a message. It's a message, and it's also because it's on the position of crossing. It's something that you don't see. It is important for you to be mindful of, because for a lot of you, it's going to be connected again with your business, but it's someone that it could be a rival on business, someone that that's not very ethical, someone that could be very deceitful, um, including maybe even spy on you. Someone that is very clever and manipulating, someone that that's very very skilled at that, and it's unfortunate. I mean, we all have different sets of skills in this lifetime, and unfortunately, some of them we could use them for different ways, and one of them is the ability to use our intellect in whichever way we want to, and that's the free will part. And a lot of times people choose to be competitive in a way that is not a healthy way, and that is, again, everybody has free will, and that's fine and all, but the energy that is crossing you and that you need to be mindful is of that energy. But someone that is going to try to be competitive, or and it also could be your own energy. It's energy. For a lot of you, it's also inviting you to go inwards, and I'm getting that as an additional message. Are you being competitive? And if you're being competitive, look at, are you being competitive from the heart center? Are you, it's in alignment with the heart? I mean, are you coming from a place of alignment? If not, then I believe that every given moment is the chance for us to turn things around and change our ways. If we could right our wrongs every day. That's what we came here to do. To maybe behave on a immature manner, we could all have a moment, but it's good to go inwards and be like, okay, maybe this is not the right approach, and my conscious mind, my inner self tells me that I could rise, that I need to rise up. This is not the way to be. For a lot of you, it will mean your own energy, like I said, exactly what I just explained. Or for a lot of you, it will be someone in your environment, but it's something that you need to be mindful of. But if you have the attitude of like you are your own competition, then you don't have to really worry about that. I mean, people could spy, do whatever. Protect yourself and pray, be in the light of God, and let everybody be whoever they were meant to be and whatever they choose to be. And because that's, at the end of the day, live and let others live. That's my mantra for the most part. What's on my conscious mind? My conscious mind, it seems like I had our conscious mind, I should say. I'm a Pisces. So what's in our conscious mind? The King of Swords. This could be your own energy or the energy of someone around you. I know we're water sign, but a lot of times this energies could be beneficial for us, to kind of to adopt these energies, to adapt to those energies, because they're going to help us maneuver anytime where there is a little bit of conflict. Being in a position of the King of Swords, which is someone that has the mental clarity to the top. I mean, we're talking about the king is at the top of the ring. I mean, he's on his throne. So if you haven't been too focused, maybe getting the clarity is really what you're being called to do. Now, if there is deceiving energy around you, you're going to need to have the King of Swords mentality, because the King of Swords cuts through things. There's no BS with the King of Swords. He doesn't play around. He goes straight for it, and he's in a position of power. He's a great advisor. He is in a place of authority, and he knows it. He is innovative. He is very intelligent and determined, and he's very alert. And being alert is really the key when you have the crossing energy of the Page of Swords. If in your conscious mind you're very much aware of these energies around you, that is actually very good. You are really using your intuition. That's kind of what I'm getting. You're really using your intuition. If you're crossing energy, the energy that you shouldn't see, you're capable of, your conscious mind, it's filtering that, you're right on point. Now that's great if that's your energy. If that's the energy of someone around you, because it's going to apply differently for everyone. So that could be for one group of people, for only one person per se. But for others, this could be a person in your environment, like a boss or someone that you're really, that someone that is in a position of power that you've been thinking about. This could be someone that you hold in high regards, basically. That is going to be very influential for you, and you're very much aware of that. That in order for you to navigate this, if you're lacking clarity, you are going to be, you know, naturally looking for someone that does have that clarity, that is going to offer you the guidance to navigate through, because the King of Swords has all that, and it's someone that is a straight shooter, that is going to give it to you straight. And we all could appreciate honesty. I mean, I personally do. So that's your, if you're very much aware that those are the traits that you're gonna need to even embody yourself, or someone that you may be needing assistance from. Because through, you know, self-acknowledgement, you could study yourself and realize that there are areas in your life where you may be needing some assistance. And if clarity and lack of focus is one of them, maybe that's where you're going. Now moving towards, I am surrounded by pages today, and I love it because really I have 3 out of 4, so there you go. What it's in your subconscious mind is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is someone who has the energy of someone that is very enthusiastic. It's someone that is you know, very creative and talented. And for a lot of you, if this is a message, that means that you're waiting for a message, or not necessarily waiting for a message, but let's say the spiritual world, you're going to be receiving communication through the spiritual world, some kind of news that you've been expecting, something, because of the position of the card. The position of the card is in the subconscious. Subconscious is connected to the universe. You don't see that. So because you don't see that, I mean, you are rather, you know, intuitive again. So because of that, you may already be manifesting something, and you are pretty much aware that it's a timing issue here. But for a lot of you, it's like I said, it's nonetheless a message or news. Whether that's going to come in a form that is going to be delivered by an actual person, or that's a message that is coming to you spiritually, or someone sending you a text message, or receiving some kind of news. But these news are going to be good news. They're going to make you very happy. For a lot of you, they're going to have to do with work, or they could be with you know, with anything that brings passion and enthusiasm to your life. It's something that even, you know, offers you a little bit of adventure, and that, you know, that fiery, and, you know, where you feel like you're passionate about it. But it's a friendly, you know, friendly kind of rival kind of. It's competitive. This in a way, but it's in a positive sense. But it's more like a passion, like news about something. It could be a project, anything that you're working on, something that it's unexpected coming at you. I say unexpected because of the position. So, moving on. This month you have the Wheel of Fortune in your side. What does that mean? The Wheel of Fortune, giving the opening card and giving the center card. I am giving what you're also manifesting here, hoping, and all the energies around it. The Wheel of Fortune, it's indicated that it's going to spin in your favor, which is beautiful. It's destiny, it's karma, is, you know, it's, for a lot of you, it's a transition, it's movement and making progress. Like if you've been feeling like in whichever sector of your life you may have not felt like things are moving, then you're going to start seeing movement, because the Wheel of Fortune is about movement, and it also is about having like a turning point where you're just like, like opportunities, and basically a change for once, you know, like a change. What is in your environment? Your environment, I have the Temperance. The Temperance, this could be yourself, like the energy that you need to embody, which is the energy of patience and balance and moderation. This could be applied to your home environment, to your job, in any sector of your life. You need to proceed with a balanced mind, with moderation, and that's what I was opening with. You know, being grounded, being connected with your heart center, being in alignment is essentially going to allow you to move forward and be able to go from a place of balance, and you're going to be able to acquire the patience that you need um, to wait for whatever process, because everything happens on divine time. And earth time and divine time, they don't always coincide. Sometimes there's a little bit of uh, they don't meet on the same level. So, and it's because the wisdom of um, the universe, it's something that cannot be measured, and our wisdom is limited. So that being said, sometimes you just have to be patient, and being that this is a major arcana, this is the card that that suggests that you are going to, if you are being feeling out of balance, that you are going to require to work in your balance in your home, meaning your temple, yourself, or in any sector of your life. It's going to require patience, and you're going to require, a lot of tolerance. I mean, if this is in your home environment, maybe there are situations that you need to learn to be more tolerant. We could all be more tolerant to one another, really. At the end of the day, there's no judgment there. I've been there. We all have at some point. But it's all about, blending and adapting. And most importantly, for me, is a lot of self-control. And you can only obtain self-control when you are in alignment. That's very important, when you are coming. And for me, a lot of it's always ask yourself if this is coming from the heart place, or if this is coming from, where is it coming from anytime you make a big decision in your life. I'm a Pisces, and I operate a lot in emotions, and I do get stuck on my head sometimes. And I say that because I'm looking at the Eight of Swords, the movement, on the energy that is moving forward for the month. So that energy suggests that I will be, for a lot of us, I should say, this obviously is not going to apply to everyone, but you may be stuck in your head in some kind of way, because the Eight of Swords is someone that has self-imposed restrictions, and they need to be lifted, because it's this person is feeling bonded, and it's stuck, and they need to be broken. And it's like I was just saying earlier, self-honesty brings about change. It's easier said than done. I will be the first one to admit to that. It's an inside job, and it's for a lot of us, it needs constant work. It's not, a lot of us, we don't acquire that overnight. It's a job that needs to be done, and this could be in any sector of your life. For a lot of you, it could mean that that we're going to get a clarification a little bit to clarify for a lot of you what in what sector of your life you may be feeling a little bit blindsided there, and kind of paralysis analysis, they call it. I love what's in your hopes, because it's a hope, it's not a fear. Nobody's going to fear the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is all about happiness and reconciliations and relationships, and relationships, I should say, and family, and feeling satisfied, and the completion, and the good fortune, and overall it's a harmony, and being in a place of gratitude, and as I've been using a lot for some reason, the word alignment, being in alignment with your true nature. So that's what's on the hopes for a lot of Pisces people out there. You're hoping for balance, for harmony, for that goodness, and being connected with your heart center, and all that good stuff that we open with the heart card here in the center. So what do we have for the I would say in this case, it's kind of like the universe is handing you a big time cup. Because we got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, picture the hand of God with a cup full, and that's has your name on it. So this is like, this is gonna be a creative inspiration, and it's gonna ignite a new beginning. For a lot of you, it's even gonna feel like could be a birth, uh, like the birth of a child, or a new love, or even marriage, or just being in a place of compassion and emotional wealth, which is what we all inspire, being in balance with our heart or emotions. um, Basically your cup is overflowing. That's what the universe is it's trying to hand it to you. Now, having the Eight of Swords there, that's the that could also be the overall outcome. But are you going to be able to see it if you don't remove those blinders? So if you are in the energy of not feeling kind of paralyzed, because when you're in a state of paralysis, you're not making choices, you're not moving, you're just staying still, you're stagnant. So when you're in that position, when you're in that place, you could miss out on opportunities. That's why it's important that you see that the energy that is going to be in your side is the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be spinning, so that wheel is going to be pushing you to try to move you forwards, but you're going to need to fight your mind. That's the major arcana. This is the minor arcana. You could override that. You could override the mind, because the major arcana carry a higher vibration than the minor arcana. So given that you have, let's see, you got two major arcanas next to each other, the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance next to each other, tells me that you could really overcome your mindset. You could really overcome this feeling of stuckness, because what's waiting for you is the Eight of Cups. And what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Nine of Wands. Yes, I understand you feel like the wounded warrior. I understand that you've been fighting a battle and you're standing your ground, sure, but you feel like, for a lot of you, you could be in an energy of feeling very defensive, or but overall, this is the energy that suggests that you're in a safe position and you have the courage to, the courage under fire. You may be wounded, but you're not by any means laying down. You're putting your best fight. You're bringing your best foot forward, so to speak. You are, displaying and standing your ground with this resilience and strength, and the strength that you have, reserve. You are really, you don't have a lot of strength left, but whatever strength you have within you, you're definitely bringing that to the table. You're not taking the kicks laying down. But now with this, the Ace of Cup, you're just gonna need to be able to, in spite of your being tired, this suggests, in spite of being tired, you're gonna be able to see that ace. For a lot of you, you're gonna be able to see that the Ace of Cups. You're gonna be able to see that there is a new beginning, that you're gonna feel like you've been birthed, you were reborn again, like it's a new, something that is gonna free you from, at the heart center, you're gonna be able to feel fulfilled and happier. Something is gonna start moving in your favor, that is going to make you continue fighting even harder for a lot of you. But let's get some clarifiers. Okay, it seems getting a clarifier for the Eight of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Three of Swords. This is basically telling me that the reason why you feel basically paralyzed and in that state of mind is because of a heartbreak. For a lot of you, this is clearly not going to be for everyone, but for a lot of you, it's, if you're not on that energy, you could be in that energy. And because they're minor arcanas, and we are stronger than our obstacles, is something that I try to remind myself daily. But with the power that we have in our free will, we could override these energies and free ourselves from this setbacks that could feel like setbacks. But the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak and conflict, and in some cases even severing ties, like breakups and relationships, separations, and things like that. That for a lot of you could be what put you in that paralysis state of mind. And for a lot of you, this could just simply mean that you're in the process of healing from a heartbreak, because this is basically the card that says that after the heartbreak, you will heal. I mean, we all, healing from heartbreak is not something that could happen overnight, but it's something that it always happened through the grace of God. We always pull it through at the end. And you know, cleansing all that, all those emotions, purging them, brings place for the new. So let's do a little shuffle here and see what card wants to come up. Okay, the Eight of Cups is coming up. The Eight of Cups is all about withdrawing and changing priorities and letting go. So yeah, letting go of that feeling stuck. Letting go of and abandoning that state of mind, abandoning that situation for a lot of you, and leaving the past behind. I mean, if you had a heartbreak, this is for a large group of people, so take whatever resonates. Again, I can't reiterate that enough, but it's basically, or maybe I do tend to repeat myself, as you may have noticed. But the main message is here, it's seek for a deeper meaning. Like, it's really, yes, it's understandable that sometimes we could feel paralyzed, and when I'm using the clarifiers for the Eight of Swords, and instead telling the Three of Swords, is basically telling the story that you feel paralyzed due to pain. And for a lot of you, you're in the process of walking away from that pain, because you realize that, you know, maybe you're tapping into the energy of the King of Swords, or you got someone that has the King of Swords energy that is showing you the way, that is telling you, hey, this is something that you don't have the mental clarity to see, that you are standing on your own way, so to speak. And you're finally realizing that, and you're making that effort to move away from pain, to move, because it seems like your heart and your mind are very much standing in your way at this point. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let's see what we have. I'm just shuffle at the bottom of the deck, and I have I don't read reversal, so there you go. I have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that suggests that the main outcome is this Ace of Cups could mean many things for different people, because we all want different things again. So this could be a new job, a new love, a new career, a new anything. But it's gonna take us, we're gonna be able to accept that cup, and that's gonna really help us in our journey. But we're on this recovery process, because it seems from the Three of Swords situation, it seems like from walking away, it's going to take for us to rest and recuperate. And it's also inviting us a lot to meditate. Meditate. The Four of Swords is talks about meditation. And for a lot of people, it will even mean recovering from illness. And basically time out and take a break and deal with it tomorrow. Basically, the whole saying that don't leave for tomorrow what can't be done today does not apply for the Four of Swords. This one says, hey, leave the rest for tomorrow. You need to, for your own sanity, mental sanity, you need to postpone things. And you got the Ace of Cups, you have a new beginning, but you got to pace yourself and rest and proceed. And that is what I have for this month for everyone from the sign of Pisces. Again, take what resonates. Let me know if these readings are helpful. For those who have subscribed to my channel, again, thank you. And if for those who haven't, I invite you to please subscribe. And now I'm going to give you 10 seconds to ask yourself a very important question, something that is being in your mind, that you want God, the universe, to answer for you. I'm going to pull a card, and whatever the card is it says not a chance. So unfortunately, if it's not a chance, it's because it's not in your highest good. And that's one thing that I have learn to be a true statement. It's like be grateful for that prayers not answered. So that being said, let me pull one last card, and that is from the card from your angels. This could be an ancestor, this could be your spirit guides, spiritual team, and it's the card that talks about hope. For a lot of you, it's like don't lose hope. But let's see what the message is. Your loved ones in the spiritual world know when to reach out if they see you are at a low point. Whether you are caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. Exactly. This situation here with the Eight of Swords, if some of you find yourself in that situation, in whichever sector of your life, if you find yourself, whether you don't know what to do about a job, you lost a job and you feel paralyzed for a lot of you, whatever it is that is making you feel heartbroken about, it's something to do with a loss. So whatever the loss is for you, whatever it is that you have to walk away from to gain a better perspective to that Ace of Cups over there, because that's really what you're going after. So, but you're going to have to make that little choice to walk away. And know that your spirits of love and light are there for you. And they know what you're going through. And, you know, they know that you are maybe not at your highest point, that you're going through a difficult situation, that you're struggling to remove those self-imposed restrictions, and they're there for you. They're there always to show you hope. That's important for you to know. And in this process of recuperating and standing your ground through all the step of your way, just know there's hope. You're not alone. They encourage you to stay focused, heart-centered, and grounded. My friends, this is all I have for everyone for the month of for this month, and I would like to wish everyone to my best wishes for all of you are really to grow to become the person that you're predestined to be, and that you are loved fully, and that you laugh often, and that you create kindness and joy in the world. And overall, I wish you blessings. Blessed in your journey and every decision that you need to make, and everything that you're divinely guided to your best self. And that being said, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Reina, and I am the face behind the voice. And I humbly, respectfully would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. And namaste, and until next time.